Powerful, powerful remarks. It is now the time in our commemorative service to acknowledge, commemorate, and honor the legacy of Mrs. Coretta Scott King. She is truly the curator of the King legacy. In 2007, the Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy was founded to raise up young girls and young women in the legacy of Mrs. Coretta Scott King. And to speak more about the wonderful legacy, life, and impetus and gifts of this great woman, we have Miss Freedom Archie, a sixth grader at the Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy.
Struggle is a never-ending process. Freedom is never really won. You earn it and win it in every generation. These are the words said by Mrs. Coretta Scott King. Mrs. Coretta Scott King, wife to a dreamer, mother of 4 children, mother of the Civil Rights Movement, author, singer, and activist. In honor of her today, I wear my pink and pearls, as she was a member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And as brown was her favorite color, take a look at me. I am Freedom Jahan Archie, and I am a 6th grade student at the Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy. I am 11 years old. I am a part of Generation Z. We're the digital generation. Oops, excuse me. I'm getting a text message on my phone, and it reads, America is no safer today than it was 57 years ago when Dr. King delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech. Therefore, my beloved community, there's a fierce urgency of now to act. We have no more time to waste. First, we must unite. We must join forces to save our young African-American girls who have been abducted in broad daylight, or better yet, harmed. Such as Hawaii Robinson, Camille Cupcake McKinney, and our very own Alexis Crawford. We must come together so that we will no longer feel a sense of fear while living in a divided country that continues to display acts of racism, racial inequality, and hatred. Secondly, we must vote. The urgency to vote November 6th for a president that will choose responsible decisions that will not place our country in harm's way, as we are under a leadership of a president that chooses to run our government as if it were a dictatorship. The urgency to vote for candidates who will ensure quality health care, better education, and jobs for all people. And finally, be the change you want to see in the world. Much like Mrs. King, who fought for her husband's birthday to become a national holiday. What are you willing to fight for? Much like Senator John Lewis, who crossed the Edmund Pettus Bridge for the fight for civil rights. What bridges are you willing to cross? Much like Colin Kaepernick, who took a knee for something he believed in. What stance are you to take. To those who fought for me to stand here today, whether you're in the lost, the greatest, the silent, the baby boomer, Generation X, the millennials, and yes, Gen Z, and those to come after me. Remember, you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of the darkness into his marvelous light. Whether you are red, yellow, black, or white, we are all precious in his sight. I am Freedom Archie, and in honor of Mrs. King, I send this message to the world. Hashtag, I am freedom. Hashtag, freedom is me.